17-0. The news is good for the home side. It could get 2 points the better. Very close, but not close enough. So the lead remains at 17-0.
Tom, something that I don't think was on the mind of the coaching staff of the Stags at the start of this game was the 4-try bonus point.
No, it
now
was.
That is absolutely realistic.
No, I can tell you it was, because they have been telling me that they're on the verge of busting a team open and scoring a swag of tries, and they said it's any day now.
Mass changes for Tasman fellas with 18, 19 and 20. Daniel Hyatt, Zane Winslade and Amon Matu Auto taking the field. And I'll give you their replacements as well. Who they're replacing rather. Ainsley's gone. Glenn Gregory from the blind side, and Matty James is.
So they're throwing everything they've got at this game. They've got too far behind to be cautious. And can the bench players do what the starting 15 couldn't? We'll find out. Felanisi has not been short of work, but it's been that tidy-up role that he's been effective in.
You'll also see David Hall there for Southland in 16. I think he's replaced Tamariki at number 8.
Yes, he is. David Hall making his first tackle and returning to the back of the scrum.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Jersey 16, you always associate that with a reserve hooker. He's been packing down what he played number 8 against Auckland last weekend, didn't he?
He's had a few games there.
Sometimes see Tim Dow, the reserve hooker for North, and also going on to the open side flanker. These hookers, though, they can play second 5'8" and change in the loose forwards.
Rutledge started as a flanker, so it's all worked out. That's not a good sign for McDonald.
No, he's been one of the form hookers in this competition. His line-out throwing has been very, very precise, so around about 81% the Marcos this year. Ball carries is good, very effective, getting over the gain line, normally wins the collision, which we talk about being so important. Looks like he's twisted his ankle. And with the Super 14 teams have been named at the end of next month.
Surely he's got to be in one of them somewhere.
Up. All Macintosh, loose head prop, captain.
And a happy one too, I would suspect.
Come on, guys, let's wait.
He's winning the engage
here,
there. Tom.
Wait for it.
We'll listen for the referee's call and engage, and you see the explosive power of Jamie McIntosh here. He wants to get over that imaginary middle line, the white line we're seeing there. He wants to get over that first.
Touch, pause, engage.
Yes, that Stag hasn't had much to talk about over the last couple of weeks, but in good form today, as is the team. Here's another gap opening up, and Lynn accelerating through it. Pokey will run him down because he too is quick and gets to his feet. That's a superb play by Cade Pokey. If he comes up with the ball, it's one of the best pieces of defensive play we've seen today, but he gets no reward.
Part of like the Red Sea, the Marcos have been defensively so good this year. Kenny Lynn running on the angle, so running away from all his support. The only option there was to flick it over his head, David Campese style. He didn't. He probably took the right option, went to ground with it. Support players came through, they went through, so they won the contact, they won the breakdown, and have a scrum.
Could easily have won a penalty as well, I'd say, looking at those pictures. I think Kenny Lynn pretty lucky, holding on to Pill. Cade Pokey was back on his feet quickly.
Yes, I think that was a tough call on Tasman.
Touch, pause, engage.
Done all the work. However, Southland, no complaints. It's their day. Things are rolling their way, and they will say they're due. That's not pretty, but as I mentioned before, those errors that were costing them last week where the ball was going forward, they tend to bounce back today, and they get there and they fix it. And that's an improvement. The offload is good. Cowan's pass is superb. Cowell there, and Horton is looking for 3, but he ran smack back into his opposite Melnick. He went nowhere after that. Cowan again with the pop pass to Gannon, who's had a good run on game. Lynn, Tefare to Hall, goes inside looking for that 4th try. Southland will be throwing everything at the line now. Held up by Rutledge. Wheeler getting in there to try and disrupt. Can't do so. Pill sitting on the ground. Cowan, another long pass, this time to vacant space. Robinson looks to create something with the boot. Puts it in, there's a chase. There's a catch, there's a try. Jason Cowell brings up the all-important 4th try for Southland.
Well, Robbie Robinson's got time. He's a class player who can read and sum up situations. The Stags are going nowhere. They're going backwards at 1,000,000 miles an hour. The young number 10 got the ball, checked himself. He had time, looked up and saw Akers' space. I thought it was a chip kick, which was a better option. He thought better. He stabbed it through. The ball bounced up well.
Yeah, that's a little bit of class, isn't it, fellas? He just bided his time, really. He knew something was on. He just had to find the opportunity in the space. He saw it, put it through beautifully on the boot, and any one of 2 or 3 Southlanders could have scored that one.
In time, the good crowd here, 6,000 odd, and the Stag supporters would be saying...
Story, but they have totally controlled this match. They've been determined to put it right, stay in the hunt for this top 4, and it looks like they've achieved that, even though there's still a quarter of the game to go.
A couple more changes, sorry fellas, just as we see that try scored again from Calver. Southland this time 2-0, and 18's coming on to replace Dave Gannon. And I think also James Wilson's about to take the field and replace Pihi Tafare.